Hello friends, George here, welcome to the channel. Today we are looking at Deathsector for the Commodore Plus 4, a really exciting sci-fi action exploration and puzzle game with a story behind it that's almost as interesting as the game itself. The game was created by Csabo, well known for pushing the limits of that music in many classic games. The amazing graphics were made by two of the best artists in the scene, Unreal and Kichy. Deathsector started as a small prototype in the early 90s. After many years, the game was finally finished in 2025. But if you want to hear the full story, I highly recommend watching Csabo's behind-the-scene video. At first look, Deathsector feels like a classic flip-screen space puzzle game, but very quickly it surprises you. A dark story slowly unfolds as you play, creating a unique and memorable experience. To make the story easier and more fun to follow, I voiced the prologue and the dialogues using an AI tool. So now let's power up the engines, jump into the game and find out what makes Deathsector so special. Here the beautiful title screen made by Unreal, and the title music was done by Csabo himself. We will go directly to the game. There is a prologue. I will show the prologue at the end of the gameplay.
Self-diagnostics complete. Scanning vitals.
So you can choose between different difficulties. No vital signs, the easiest mode, it all hurts. I'm okay, that's the medium mode, and I'm invincible. We will play the medium mode, I'm okay.
25 minutes to live? I hope I make it out of this sector alive.
Let's try out the joystick. As you can see, the game is very responsive. As I mentioned before, the game has a great background story, which unfolds during the game. The ship is equipped with 4 shields, and your goal is to get out of this sector in 25 minutes. You can see the clock running.
Damn, a sentry. Fire!
Weapon systems are down.
Why isn't it shooting at me? That was weird. Maybe too easy.
The game has a pixel-perfect collision detection.
These are all dead. They're just moving on a pre-programmed pattern.
Narrow tunnels ahead.
That was rough.
Analyzing. Complete. Dilithium crystals. Warp core powered up.
Finally. Find me a launch gate and let's warp out of here.
Unable to comply. No launch gates detected.
The game runs in character mode, and 160 characters are reserved for the tiles. And these beautiful levels are designed by Kichy.
Can I push that boulder? It's working. Yeah.
We just solved our first puzzle.
Dimensional gap detected.
Seems familiar. Better check the CFS battery.
So this game started in 1992 as a prototype done by The Beast and Unreal, and in 2010 Csabo replaced the screen drawing routines with a tile system. In 2019 Csabo contacted Kichy and asked him if he can draw the levels, and in 2022 Kichy drew the levels and switched to another tile system. And the game was finished and released in 2025. That's 33 years after the prototype.
Multiple paths detected. Press M for auto map.
Are those mushrooms?
Scanning. Harmless.
Whoa, you said harmless, right?
Very nice mushroom. Csabo has a story about this.
God, what is that?
The red subspecies is using spores as a defense mechanism.
This looks promising. Can you get it open?
Scanning. Unable to comply. Entry code needed.
Is that a wrecked ship?
Weak signal detected. Downloading. Connection lost. Downloading 33%. Connection lost. Downloading 42%. Connection lost. Downloading 12%. Connection lost. Downloading 12%. Connection lost. Downloading. Complete. Entry code received.
We got the entry code and can enter the second level. The game consists of 3 levels. As first level we have the caves, the second level is the abandoned city, and the third level is the lab. These levels are designed very beautifully, very nice colors.
Cycling through airlock.
What is this?
Superheated toxic gas.
How long was it trapped in this airlock?
Querying traffic logs. Last entry is over 1 year ago.
A year? Whoa. Looks like it's finally thinning out. Of course. Customs. I hope this still works.
I really like the story in this game. It has a great atmosphere and great humor.
Stand by for scan. Freight haulers only. Proceed to right lane. Stand by for scan. Welcome, Joshua F. Calvert. Cleared.
So that was the name of the person whose code I downloaded. Poor guy. Which way should I go?
So this is the second level, called The Abandoned City. And I'm a little lost here. I don't know what to do. Let's explore.
Welcome home, Joshua.
The graphics in this game are really, really nice. And I can say also the same about the music. These guys are really great artists.
Damn, on the wrong side.
Let's see if I can get out of the city. So let's try this way here.
Rooms available. Contact us for rates.
I remember from Czabo's video that he planned to integrate an audio log into the game, but unfortunately this was not realized, of course because of the limitations of the Plus 4.
Gah, dead end.
So let's see if I can find a way out here. I really enjoy this game here. I like watching unfolding the story, and I really like the graphics and the sound.
Zeta Epsilon Warehouse. Identification required. Transmitting. Access granted. Welcome, Mr. Calvert. Loading dock is for freight haulers only.
So we found this loading dock here.
What's in these crates anyway? Too heavy to be pushed.
Querying. Inventory. Inventory obtained. Press L for listing.
Loading dock is for freight haulers only.
So I'm still a little lost here. And I think I showed enough of the game. Let me find a way to end it here.
Hull integrity warning. 1 shield left. Catastrophic failure.
So friends, that's it for the gameplay. I think you got the idea. Let me type in my name for the high score, and then we will go over to the background story, which I voiced with AI. I find the story very intriguing, so let's take a look at it.
I was lost in thought. The familiar voice of my ship brought me out of my reverie.
Work successful. Impulse drive engaged.
It was nighttime, and I looked around the city lights. Everything will be just fine, I said aloud, but it failed to make me any less nervous. I've visited this sector many times. Reaching the rendezvous point was quick and easy. I slowed to a cruising speed. Infrared, 10 times zoom. The ship bleeped happily. Ah, there he was, under an alcove, alone. I thought thought, why did I still feel so unnerved? Give me a level 2 security scan. Another bleep. The progress bar crawled at the bottom of the view.
No threats detected.
Right. Nothing to worry about. Piece of cake. The ship landed with a thunk, and the cockpit roof peeled back with a hiss. I hopped out. I quickly sized up my contact as I approached him. When we talked, I only saw his face. His body was heavily augmented. Those thick metallic forearms looked like they could house military-grade weapons. I steeled my mind. I was not going to be intimidated. I walked up to him and simply nodded.
Problems at customs.
As a reply, I reached into my jacket and took the small device out. His hand outstretched. I saw a blue light scanning it. With a satisfied grunt, he took it. He picked up a case and handed it to me. I took it without a word. I thought, why was my heart pounding like that? Don't hesitate. I quickly nodded, then I turned and started walking away.
Ain't you gonna count it?
I heard him behind me. I'm sure it's all there. I finally spoke up. Back inside my ship, I let out a huge sigh of relief. I handled that pretty well, I murmured, and quickly took off. On my way back to the launch gate, I kept glancing at the case. I realized I was grinning. I barely paid attention to the ship as it did preparations for the warp.
Warp drive engaged.
I couldn't hold it back anymore and grabbed the case. It popped open with a small click. Blinding light. Unbearable heat. As my life flashed before my eyes, I heard the ship say,
Anomaly.
and I tried to think my way out of this. There is no way anyone can survive a crash during warp.
So, after spending some time with Deathsector, one thing becomes very clear. This is a very unique game, a true masterpiece. It's a game made with great passion, great patience and deep love for the Commodore Plus 4. You can feel the care in every screen, every puzzle and every sound effect. Csabo also combined this game with a compelling sci-fi story, which I personally love very much. Deathsector rewards exploration, curiosity and thinking. This game has a lot to offer, and for me it's one of the most important releases for our system. Music is done by Csabo, the master of that himself, who has brought his talent in so many other projects so far. The level design by Kichy is also a masterpiece for itself, and Unreal did outstanding work with the graphics again. Considering that this project started more than 30 years ago and was finally completed in 2025, the result is truly impressive. It shows what is possible when talented people stay dedicated and never give up on an idea. If you are a fan of retro systems, sci-fi worlds or unique gaming experiences, Deathsector is absolutely worth your time. Don't miss Czabo's very interesting 2 videos about this game, the announcement trailer and the behind the scenes video. So friends, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day wherever you are. As always, see you in the next one. Bye bye.